All right, well, welcome. I'm here with Jack Pietras, longtime friend of mine, and also social media marketing guru. Jack, it's great to have you here in Chicago.
Thanks for having me, man. This is awesome.
So tell me a little bit about what you do in your day-to-day, maybe how you got there.
Yeah, so I'm a social media specialist is what I like to label it. Currently a marketing manager for e-seating systems where we make wheelchair cushions for just basically adjusting pressure. And it's a really unique market for me to market in. I'm helping them with their social media initiative, and just kind of, I work more on like with the customers and trying to get like customer made content to kind of push the message out there stronger. I've been with them for about a year. I also run my own social media agency where I help other clients. I'm in politics. I help nonprofits, kind of more in that realm, like smaller niched companies kind of boost their presence and get their donations up, get all their marketing out there. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Been doing that for about a year.
Okay. Can you touch on a little bit more of like maybe how you went through school and where you got started to now?
Yeah, so the whole kind of social media thing started in high school. I didn't know you could really make money from it. I kind of did it for fun. I would grow these pages. They call them theme pages. So basically, you pick a niche. You could do finance. I kind of specialized in travel. So what I would do is you take other people's content and you post it on this page. You kind of create a brand out of it. You give them credit. People submit their stuff. You kind of post it and you grow a following. And then from that, I started to realize, okay, you can make money in this. Like I would be able to sell promotions and advertisements and products and stuff like that. So I did that throughout high school for side income. And honestly, when I was in high school, I was like, I kind of want to go into finance. Marketing wasn't really on my radar. And then I realized, social media, it really became one of the strongest forces in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, maybe this is where I thrive.
Yeah.
So I started looking more into marketing, and I went to U of M Flint, and I didn't even decide my major until about 2 years in. I was like, because I was set on finance, and then I switched to marketing, and then I kind of dialed into social media for 2 years. I did social media management for a medical equipment company. That was challenging. But then they kind of moved me more into a broad marketing. I became like their marketing specialist, handling like their website and stuff. So then I started flowing into more website design and all just these different creative outlets. And now I'm just kind of in the managing position, which is new for me because, again, my specialty was social media, and it still is. I still do a lot of it, but now I'm kind of more hovering above it and managing different teams within marketing. But that's why I have my agency on the side, so I can still dabble in what I'm passionate about, which is social media. But no, I'm just kind of in the more broad marketing, which I think is great because the skills that I've learned and been able to use those marketing skills that I've learned in this new role to market my agency so I can get more clients to run their social medias. And I'm looking to hire more people to run the social medias for me, and then I can bring more people in. So that's kind of where I'm headed.
Okay.
But no, the marketing position I'm in now is just such great experience.
Yeah.
So I tell people I've been in marketing for 9 years because I started doing social media when I was like 15.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this generation, we've just kind of grown up with it, and now it's like, it's everywhere. It's crucial.
The careers that have come out of it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts. And it's one of the most crucial parts of marketing. And I think that's the issue is like, and the message that I push on my LinkedIn is like, companies need to emphasize and like flow money more into their social media teams because there's so much power in it. Like that's literally the face of your company at this point because everyone's on social media. You can use the billboards, you can use the magazines if you want, but I mean, if social media organically, the fact that you could go viral and bring millions of views to your company for free just from filming a video, like it's absolutely incredible. It's nuts.
Yeah. And on your LinkedIn and some of your social pages, I'll see some of your content, and it's like really pushing that initiative of people need to focus on this, or they don't really realize the value. Could you touch on some of the nuances or maybe some of the challenges that you see with these companies, or challenges that you have come about in your career?
I think one of the biggest problems is companies see social media as something that's like easy and you can put it on the back burner and one person can do it. And they're like, oh, we can just pay someone 20 grand a year, a little contract, and they can blow our social medias up. Where in reality, you need a team. I mean, if you're doing original content and stuff, like not just graphic design, like if you're actually someone on camera, you need someone that knows how to use the camera, someone that knows how to edit, someone that is on camera, someone that can do the copywriting for the posts, someone that's the community engager where they're responding to comments and getting more leads. Like it's a whole team. And I think it's one of the most underappreciated, and people just think they can just throw a little bit of money here when really you got to invest heavy into it. And I think it's just kind of something that a lot of companies are getting better about it. They're really realizing that, like some of the brands that I see on social media these days, like, I don't know if you have seen it, like Nutter Butter.
Yeah.
Have you seen their Instagram?
Yeah, some of their stuff is funny.
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It has nothing to do with their product.
Yeah.
But they're going so viral, and just our generation is eating it up.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that. And another one of the big ones is companies thinking they have to be like professional and super corporate on social media. Like, you go on the news and you're all like, everything's perfect. High. You can just go on social media and it's like authenticity is the biggest pusher these days.
Yeah.
If like someone in our generation sees a super well done ad and everything's like, it just looks like an advertisement, they're just going to scroll. Where if it's like catches, everyone's got such short attention.
Yeah.
That's why Nutter Butter is like, you watch it and you're like, it's like an acid trip. It's really nuts, and but it's pushed them so far, and it's stuff like that. It's being personable and authentic, and
yeah.
I think that's one of the things that people just need to drop is just let it go. Try everything.
Yeah.
Don't just go in and be like, okay, we need this like this and this like this, and it's not going to take off. You have to try everything. And I'm talking reach out to influencers and have them create content for you. Influencer marketing, I think, is one of the biggest parts of social media that people underestimate. Just try everything. Try videos, try photos, try memes, whatever you have to do. But man, the sky is just the limit.
So this kind of like transitions well to where I want to go with this is you're seeing the authenticity being one of the biggest things to push that. But now we're starting to see AI come through the news. It seems to be the buzzword of everything right now. Where do you see the future of this new industry and where it's going to go?
Yeah, it's tough because I'm seeing a lot of, and I've been seeing a lot of them, during football games and stuff, all the commercials, and I'm sure we'll see plenty of it in the Super Bowl.
Meaning,
like, companies are fully using AI for their commercials. I don't know if you saw like the Coca-Cola one recently where it was 100% AI. Like, people were AI. That polar bear that they use in their commercial, like everything was AI. And I think that's good in terms of like pushing creativity. I don't see it taking over because you'll never be able to like create the authentic content that you can get from like this podcast, or you can get from an influencer that you sent your product to and they're showcasing it and unboxing it and all that, whatever you want to do with them. We'll never be able to top that. It'll never be able to write better captions and copy than, someone that's truly creative and personable. Like, it's never going to be able to do that. I think it's good in terms of like a sidekick. Like, you can use it to streamline your content and produce it quicker. It can give you suggestions for edits and all this stuff. But I don't think anyone should ever fully rely on it. Like, don't let it take over your creativity.
Yeah.
And I've seen that on social media, especially on LinkedIn. My word, it drives me crazy. I'll post something and it's like every reply or comment, I know it's the automatic AI one that is, I don't know if you've seen that. it's like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, I know you just clicked that AI and did that. And I just don't think AI is ever going to be better than that in terms of replying to comments and stuff. So it's very important to, and I've caught myself doing it kind of like when I'm super busy. It's like, let me just have AI take over, and the content doesn't perform as well.
Yeah.
You know, so it's important to keep your creativity flowing and not let AI take over. But I do see it getting a lot bigger in the industry, which is good. You know, the thing about marketing is it's always changing, and that's a big thing with social media is you can't get stuck in like a what's the word? You can't get just stuck in one spot. You got to keep letting it flow, and it's always changing, you know, and that's one of the most important things is just always being open to new things.
Yeah. So another thing I really wanted to ask you is, I mean, you're a business owner. You've gone through some of the nuances, some of the ups and downs of running your own business. What would you say for someone like myself, either a financial advisor, an entrepreneur, or someone that's running their business? How can you come in and teach them social media and why that's important to help grow their business?
It's a good question. No, so like for your instance, finance, I would say the best route that someone in your situation could like go about is educating in your content. So, I mean, you can, and it would be all video because in your situation, people want to get to know you. And it'd be hard to sell your services by hiring someone else to film themselves and talk. Like if you're a financial advisor, for example, you have to get in front of the cameras. You know, you might be uncomfortable with it, but it's really not that bad. You'd have to get behind the camera and don't sell. The last thing you want to do is sell. You know, if they can tell you're selling a service with the video, it's not going to get anywhere. What people are looking for is like educate them on what you sell, but don't sell it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like just give them, I mean, there's plenty of people on social media that are in the finance realm and they just educate.
Yeah.
But then when they educate those people, then they become followers. And then there's other like outlets on social media, like you can put a link in your bio, you can post stories, but funnel them through it. You know, have your initial content be education, like nothing about your services, just like how can I increase my investments, just stuff like that. You know, best ways to invest my money, stuff like that. Like, you can just be super broad. You could do series like best investments at the age of 25 and do part 1, part 2, part 3. Don't sell anything, just educate them, and then they'll kind of become comfortable with you and your content. Then they'll go to your page, then they'll click that link, and then they'll be taken to your services where then you can get them as a lead to sell. So anyone that is like in the service industry, I would start with education 100% because no one wants to see a salesman on their Instagram reels.
Yes. Yeah. No, you hit the head on the nail there. I think it's just that funnel of like starting here and slowly get them into your content,
and it takes
your business.
It takes time, and that's another. I'll go back to the nuances. Is like, I've had clients where they'll come in and say, "Hey, I want 50,000 followers in 1 month, and I want to go viral within the first week." I'm like, well, I'm not taking you on as a client because that's quite literally. I mean, it's possible, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. So. It's not, social media is not just like an overnight viral sensation. I mean, you can be if you want to go viral for some random meme.
Yeah.
But, you know, the odds of that happening for like a financial institution or something is tough. It takes time. And that's why you got to invest in a team. And I mean, you might not start seeing results for 3 to 5 months. Maybe you'll finally get your first lead from it. But then once you get that first lead, then you can get video testimonials from the customers, then you can post those, and then people see the social proof, and it just starts flowing and flowing. But it is an investment, and it is not, people got to drop the whole overnight going viral because that's just not how it works. And then they get upset and they want to break contract because they didn't go viral in the first 3 posts.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you got to get adjusted in the algorithm, and then you got to find where your sweet spot is. And it just takes time. It's a lot of research.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trend research and all that. So
So then another piece that we could touch on is someone who's maybe in their business already, experienced, they've been doing the same thing for 20 years and they want to continue growing. What does that look like for them?
I guess it kind of goes back to the don't get stuck in a bubble. For someone that's been doing, well, I shouldn't say for 20 years because there haven't been social media managers for 20 years. I mean, it's still kind of new. But marketing in general, I mean, there's plenty of, if someone's been in marketing for 20 years, they're one of those people I was talking about where they're like, let's not touch social media because we've been doing billboards and all this for TV ads and that, which those things still work. But I would just say, one of the biggest things is just break out and try everything. Try AI, hire a social media manager, but also hire like a videographer, hire a photographer, bring in like new team members, just try everything you can. Try every social media platform, which I guess we could touch on that next is like, media platforms.
What is the best social media platform for growing your business?
That depends on like what niche you're in. So let's like use an example. You're not going to sell a Lamborghini on Pinterest, but you could make a dope edit of a Lamborghini and post on Instagram Reels, and it would probably go berserk. I've seen plenty of those, but Lamborghini was probably a bad example because they don't even do TV ads.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Lamborghini, we don't advertise on TV because our customers aren't watching TV.
That's another thing is just some of these companies are like genius in their marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know Red Bull is like a huge one that's just...
Have you heard the origin of Red Bull? They started tossing cans outside of bars. Absolutely nuts. It's just you just got to get creative and just try everything. But to go back to which social media platforms, we'll use the finance.
Yeah.
For example, one, you're not going to use Pinterest, but Pinterest is really good for other niches. It's like the top one. But for finance, for example, in your shoes, you're trying to grow your book, LinkedIn, that's about as personable as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Meta, Facebook, and then probably TikTok would be the three for you. But I would say the safest bet that no matter what brand you are, you should probably be on Meta. They are the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
X is kind of on the come up. I know that's kind of controversial.
Yeah.
But hey, I see it's kind of interesting to see how many financial advisors and stuff like that are on X and actually have hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah.
And they have massive, because one of the biggest, I shouldn't say it's the best trend, but a lot of kids these days, they want like easy money. People don't really want to work for it. So they see these financial advisors on X, like get rich quick investments and stuff. And they bring people and they go viral for it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little bit shady.
Yeah.
Some of them are very genuine though. Like they just give good advice. And then it leads them to, which a big thing for like people that are in your shoes is if you started like a LinkedIn newsletter. I have one, it's called Marketing Matters, and I post one article a week on a different subject of marketing. So every week there's something new. If you did something like that where it was like, you could even steal my name and do Finance Matters. But like stuff like that where you use these different platforms, or you could use like Beehive or something like that to start a newsletter, and you funnel these people in from your organic content, and then in that newsletter you educate them some more, but you can plug in little like
what you do.
You can, plug in your products and stuff like that, or get a one-on-one call with me, stuff like that. So it's all about funneling. So yeah, like for a finance, it would be, to go back just to wrap it all up, it would be Meta, Facebook, Meta, Instagram, I should say. And then X would probably be a good one, and then LinkedIn, and then lead them all to your just mega newsletter, which is just awesome, because newsletters are massively underrated, and I think one of the strongest, because someone's got to enter their email and their name to get on your newsletter, which means they're signing up with the intent to get something out of it.
Yeah.
Social media, you could get someone who doesn't care at all about finance, and you show up on their feed and you scroll. Where these people deliberately signed up, so that right there is the audience you want to go after, and you can actually sell to them because they signed up because they're interested.
Well, Jack, it was great having you here in Chicago. Really appreciate it, and look forward to a future conversation.
Hey, thanks, brother. I'll definitely be back. Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.